Hey friends, and welcome to Oh What a Beautiful Morning video series. It's Carolyn, it's Wednesday. It's gonna be a great day. Let's jump into Proverbs 21:13. He who shuts his ear to the cry of the poor will himself also call and not be heard. So this is what I like to call dynamite that comes in small packages. This really short little soundbite really packs a wallop, doesn't it? If you shut your ear to the cry of the poor, you will call and not be heard. I mean, that is a sobering warning, isn't it? I mean, wow. And hearing this, obviously there is the implication of how we are giving back to those in need, and how we are, giving to the poor, volunteering our time at soup kitchens and, feeding the hungry and, providing shelter or donating clothes to Goodwill. Those are all great. But when I was reading this today, it really struck me in my heart about ways that we can serve the poor in our lives that we might not really recognize as poor. And I'm talking about being spiritually poor. I don't want this to come across as I think that I'm not spiritually poor, because I definitely need help in that department as well. But what I was really struck with when I was first reading this was about when I was battling anorexia in high school, and how that was a time in my life when I was really desperately poor in spirit and in life and in faith and in love and any other adjective that basically a person needs to live. I was poor in at that time in my life. And when I read this, it just called to mind all of those amazing people in my life who showed up for me in that time, and who, even when I was trying to push them away, they wouldn't leave and they stayed by my side. My family is amazing. My mom, my dad, my brothers, their wives, my friends. Those people showed up for me in a big way. And reading this today, I, was almost choked up a little bit in gratitude at how, they answered this call right here. They were living out this this instruction that we get right here in His Word, that we are to not close our ear to the cry of the poor. They saw me in that desperate state at 78 pounds, hanging on to life by a thread, and they heard that cry, and they answered it, and they encouraged me, and they, helped me get help. And but that's kind of an unconventional way of viewing this, of serving the poor, is just think about the people in your own life that are struggling with something, that are going through a hard time, are emotionally struggling or hurting. Those people need someone to show up for them, and just like those people showed up for me. And so if they are watching this, which I think many of them are, I love you so much, and I am so grateful that you did what God was calling you to do in that time, and just ministering to me when I was broken and poor. So thank you so much for that. And as we go forward today, let's look for those opportunities to give today, and just love. So thank you so much for starting your morning with me today and for watching this video. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.